right, CrossFit Whitehorse members and judges for the heat wave, I want to talk to y'all a little bit. This video is not going to be perfect, so we're not going to do any takeouts or anything like that. You'll get to see all the imperfections right here live. But anyway, what I'm here to talk to you about is that day of the heat wave. I thought it would be better to do a video because we're not all in here at the same time, and this way everybody gets the same information, okay? So, of course, we know we got the heat wave coming up next weekend. So that day is going to start at 7:30 to 8 o'clock with registration. Hopefully, I think we're done. We just got to check everybody in. We're not registering any new people for that competition, but just making sure everybody gets their bags and signed in and the waiver signed and all that good stuff. So we'll have somebody set up at that table. Then at 8 to 8:15, we're going to have the athlete briefing. We're just going to go over the standards again, kind of tell them what we're looking for and all that good stuff, okay? So then at 8:30, hopefully right on the dot, if not a little bit before, we're going to start those WODs. And we're going to start with the WOD that's inside on the rig, tag your it. So we're going to start with that one, okay? So we'll have some WODs inside, some WODs outside. And there's 5 heats for that WOD, 6 lanes, okay? So it's going to be really kind of crowded in here. So just making sure that we keep a lot of people that on the edges and not in the middle of the floor where people are trying to come through and run and things like that. Hopefully we'll have some of that stuff blocked off by then. So I've got some judges here. We're going to post the list of the judges and exactly what heats you're going to be in. We'll post this for better, so that you can view it a little bit better. So that way you know exactly who's going to be judging. You'll judge that same lane unless it's your break the whole time. Same thing every time unless you get a break, okay? We try to give everybody a break. We're going to have Aaron, me, and Anthony during those breaks being head judges, so we're coming around if somebody's not really meeting those standards, trying to give some more input for them to meet that before we start no-repping people. Speaking of that, we want to be very gracious, okay, because we all know that we try to hold the standards, but when we get to going a little bit fast, we just kind of forget what we're doing, and we want to do the best we can. I mean, that's just our nature of competitiveness, okay? The main thing I want us to really focus on is, of course, holding the other gyms to standards, but they're watching us, okay? They're wanting to make sure we're holding our own people to standards. We have some great athletes. Everybody here is capable of the standards that's put out there. I've been seeing everybody practice. They're doing awesome. So I really want, if you're judging our own people, to hold them to standards, okay? No bro reps. Like I said, they're capable of shining on their own. That way, when those people walk away, when CrossFit Boonville, CrossFit Tupelo, they can walk away and not say, oh, they just gave them that first place win or this and that and the other, because we want to earn it, because we're, very, like I said, very capable. And again, all that being said, I know it's never purposeful of our people or them either. It's just the going fast and trying to get the rep done. So we're going to give those warnings, like give me a little bit more depth, get that ball to the wall, whatever the cue is, 1 or 2 times before we say no rep. That verbalization needs to be loud and clear, okay, so that they know that they did not get that rep, and they know to make the correction. If we keep just giving them the cues, they're never going to make that correction, so just make sure, like I said, you make it loud and clear where they can hear it, because also it's frustrating for an athlete. We've been on this side before where you don't hear the no rep, and you keep doing the things that you're doing because you feel like you're doing it right, because we're not trying to do it wrong, and then we're steadily getting no repped, okay? So make sure you make it clear. Also, we have the times. We hope to go by schedule that day, but even a little bit ahead of schedule would be great. But this will kind of give us some times to stay on. I think we'll do pretty good in the morning. After lunch, it may get off a little bit just because we have, I think, an hour to hour and a half scheduled for lunch. Hopefully it won't take that much time, but we didn't want to shortchange people on some time to go get something to eat if they needed to get something to eat. We're going to have Mantachi Nutrition here with some teas. We're also going to have some box lunches from the barbecue place. The Mantachi Mexican is offering some discounts to the competitors. There should be some competitor discount cards probably in the bag. That's what we were told. Hopefully that'll still be there. And we're going to have some drinks and things. If any of you have some coolers that you want to bring, that would be great. We could use some of those. I know a lot of you have already committed to some tents, and we really appreciate that. Let me look and see if there's, oh, okay. We have several people that's committed to being equipment people. I know that can be stressful sometimes. Good news is we wrote down everything you need for the equipment for each workout, where it's going to be, and what you need to put on the bar and what bar to grab, or what size kettlebell or dumbbell or anything like that. Another good thing about that is it goes male RX, male scaled, female RX. Those are the same weight, so no changes will be made. On that bar, we're gonna use a female bar for the scaled guys and the female RX. That way we don't have to do a weight change there. Just save some time. I'm sure those guys will be glad they're using a female bar, just a couple more reps, but they're all on the same playing field, so it won't matter. Then we're gonna go and just jerk off some weight for the scale and beginner division. So all of that's prepared for you to let you know exactly what to do and what times to be expected, so we're not guessing on that. Let me see if there's anything else we got to go over. Aaron, you think of anything?
I think that's it.
Anthony's posting a parking place. Eddie's going to be helping with the parking. If it gets crazy out there, I'm sure we can find somebody else to help him with that. We're also going to have some people down at the turnarounds for the run, Scotty P, and Eddie's going to be doing some of that. And we have some extra judges for that day too. If any of the judges need a break, you need to go to the bathroom or anything like that, just tag one of the people on this list, and if you can't find them, just grab a member and hopefully they can help. And I think it's going to go off as planned. See y'all then.